Alright, so today, I hope all of you had a great Christmas. I know I had a pretty good Christmas. The Hospitaler wanted to cook something different this year, so we cooked a duck, and we found some spiral hams, which were pretty good. So I am 20% fatter than I was a couple of days ago, which is always a nice thing. But it was a good Christmas. I hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas as well. Today we're coming back, and aptly, the last video that Arco wanted me to take a look at for Halo was entitled The Return, which is, hey, welcome back, you guys. Gonna be checking out a few things today, this being the start of it. I'm gonna be working my way past the rest of the Theoreticus Heresy as well. And one of the things I want to do is I want to have the Theoreticus Heresy, all the reactions to that complete before the turn of the new year, because I'm going to be starting up on Heresy series. In any case, we're going to be starting up with The Return. I appreciate everybody that's been joining the channel from Halo, from the Halo community, and all of your recommendations. I've seen a whole bunch of stuff pop up, because I do get, I don't get all the comments, because I have over 400 videos at this point, and there's a bunch of comments that come in, but I don't get all the comments. The best way to get something seen by me is to come into the Discord and put it into the request channel. Otherwise, there's chances I'll never see it. In any case, we're gonna go ahead and start on this. This is The Return from Halo, and here we go. It's a lot of shell casings. What is that? Is that a brute in the background?
This planet is buried in war, and I know, for so long I've known how every soldier here dies, how every battle here ends, but I don't know who won. My people were the chosen ones. We enforced the will of our prophets, the holy seers who led our great covenant of believers along the path to transcendence, the path to the great journey. From the day I could stand, I was trained to fight. In a lake like this, I was watched by the prophets as I fought and learned and won. Not all were strong enough to serve our gods, but I was. It had always been this way for the Covenant. And it would always remain so, or so I once thought. Years ago we fought here, and for a short time the humans resisted us. Their victories were few and costly. Some evidence of their struggle still remains, but not much. It didn't matter how hard they fought. It didn't matter at all. Our power and our belief were unstoppable. So I don't notice the bones beneath my feet anymore. They're just part of the dull, dead gray that surrounds me. My path is set. That smoke on the horizon is the only other thing on this world that didn't die 20 years ago. And so that is the only beacon I have.
What is that symbol?
I know what I must cross before I reach the source of the smoke. My path...
What is this symbol right here? If any of you guys know, please just put it down in the comment section. I actually, like... There's a lot of stuff in here I'm trying to figure out.
Path will take me across the ruin of this world called Kolo.
Yeah, so if you guys are wondering if this is your first time ever coming to this channel, seeing this, you know, up here, I know very, very little about the Halo franchise as a whole. This is an exploration of stuff for me. A couple of guys that are already in my community recommended this stuff, and I'm actually going to be playing a game with them, I think, and I'm considering ways that we can actually put this on YouTube, where we're going to be playing a role-playing game about that, but I haven't heard anything. Like, I told them, look, just make me the most basic person ever. I've been a mechanic just sitting in a hole, so I know these things happen, but I don't know anything about them.
And straight to the great scar burnt into Kolo by our fury and faith. Its creation covered this world in flames. It was the end of everything here. And it was put there by one ship. One hand alone. It was put there by me.
Huh.
This world is dead because of me.
Yeah, that's all.
I need this world to tell me how to live.
This guy seems like an asshole. Or Cryptman, for the most part. Inquisitor Cryptman could be hanging out with this guy rather successfully.
Years ago, when our war against the humans raged, I discovered this planet through a human ship I captured. As my reward for its discovery, the prophets tasked me with its ritual destruction. The fleet was gathered, and when we had bloodied the humans enough, my ship's prophet called to me, and the ceremony began. After a lifetime of anticipation and hours of prayer in orbit, finally, it was time. Speak, my prophet, and let the word destroy those who stand in the way of the great journey.
Faith. Destroy them with faith.
And so I did. In a trance-like state, I guided the plasma bombardment that seared our holy glyph for the word faith into the surface of the planet below.
So that's what that symbol means, okay?
Destroyed everything around the lines of my glyph, and when it was complete, I knelt, waiting for the molten rock below to cool, and for the prophet to judge whether my actions had pleased our gods. They had. So my fleet drew lines of fire across the rest of this world as a lesson for those who dared stand before the might of the Covenant. My dreams of long-ago victories bring me nothing but pain today. So I will walk human remnants get smaller and smaller as I approach the cut of my cliff down below. Destruction, the suffering was more complete at the point where my plasma burned the ground, as it was meant to be. Suffering was the proper journey for the non-believers. Night falls again, and I'm so close to the glassy black scar of my mark. I won't spend a night on that alien surface. I can't. I must find there.
This guy's a douchebag. In any case, keep it on going.
Nobody wants to face it alone. The end of all you know. I didn't. My men didn't either.
Yeah, have a nice nap, asshole.
It was years after our great victory here that we faced our own destruction. The destruction not of our lives, but of our reason for living. We were scouting for humans when the message came in. I could not comprehend what I was seeing. Our betrayal by the prophets, the slaughter of our leaders, the death of the covenant. The prophets had tricked us, lied to us about the nature of the great journey itself. And when my people refused to swallow this lie, the prophets tried to strip us of everything we had. My men looked to me like they never had before, and I knew what I had to do. He knew I was coming.
You kicked him out of the lazy boy.
Blasphemy! Filth! Who are you to strike a messenger of God?
I showed my crew what had come of our beliefs, and I hoped to focus them on what lay before us, starting with the only piece of that lie we had available to our rage. Betrayal! Our people have been betrayed by the prophets and their savage puppets.
Wait, what happened?
You have
Wait a minute, what happened? I am missing so much context right now.
seen what they have done. How they have struck down our faith and our leaders. And you know what we must do in the face of such betrayal. Our war against these deceivers starts now. It was enough for them for a time. But vengeance can only fuel a people for so long. And we had done so.
You see, that's why the Xenos... I still can't get over this. What happened? I thought these were... What happened here? So, the prophets betrayed... I think those are called the elites. But for who? And why?
So much in the service of the prophets' lies. I had done so much. All of it lies. had so much to answer for, from my service to their lives. So after all these years, I brought my ship back to this place of my greatest victory. Now, my greatest shame, to find a new purpose for my crew and my clan. And after weeks of searching, all I have found is that column of smoke calling to me from across the scar. That smoke is all I have now. After the High Prophet died at the hands of our champion, the Arbiter, we hunted the Deceivers and their allies. A beastly, violent lot the humans appropriately call brutes.
Okay. So, brutes were the ones.
It was a terrible war. The prophets provided the brutes with powerful new weapons, hoping that they would in turn defend the prophets against our wrath. But when the prophets went into hiding, the lack of strong leadership allowed the brutes to revert to their savage natures, and they soon began to fight against each other. This lack of solidarity made them much easier prey. Some of my fellow commanders continue that fight even now, but not enough. After generations spent obeying the covenant and the words of the prophets, we no longer know how to find out what our gods want us to do. We don't know what our gods want at all. We have no scientist, no clergy, no law, and no reason to be. We risk extinction for the lack of a purpose, and that is why I came to this planet where I last felt the touch of those gods for guidance.
Seems legit.
My guidance is once again gone. I cannot return to my people without it. Jackals.
Jeez.
Where are the humans?
Nice. Okay.
Why are these humans here? They never return to the worlds we have cleansed. Why are they here now? He's too far gone to explain. The smoke came from this hole, but without the humans to question, it means nothing to me. More may be coming. Perhaps those who come next will be more. Wait. What do these humans have? An oracle? That hole, the digging, the smoke. You will live, human. There will be many questions for you in the days ahead, and I still remember how to get you humans to answer questions. You will help me find the oracle and all that it knows.
What?
Soon, I'll no longer need any prophets to speak to our gods. It is time for me to speak to them myself.
Okay, I definitely have more questions now than I did at the start of this. I definitely have more questions now than I did before I watched this. Why did the elites get betrayed by the prophets? What happened to the covenant as a whole? These oh man, there's such a ton of questions. What is the relationship between the elites now and the humans? What is an oracle? All those questions I have. Wow, I just wish I had more time to read. I wish I had more time to look at things. In any case, this was still good. I just don't understand half of what I just watched. I just don't have the context for it. In any case, keep on sending these things in. Keep on sending them in. I'm eventually going to make a playlist for just Halo things. Yeah. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you'd like to support the channel, there's a Patreon down below. Or just pop into the Discord and chat with a whole bunch of people who like the same things that you do. In any case, I'll catch you guys next time. It's Theoreticus Heresy from here on out, guys.